Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Operation XForce, the Orlando rapper takedown, and how the Orlando rapper Hotboii is currently on the run from Rico charges. Friday, July 2nd, 2021, Orange County sheriffs held a press conference announcing a 9-month gang investigation within Orlando named Operation XForce, leading to 34 people being hit with state Rico charges, some of which were still wanted by law enforcement. This was a joint operation led by Orange County sheriffs with assistance from the Metropolitan Bureau of Investigations, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, the USDEA, and the ATF. The sheriff opened up the conference by highlighting the top 8 men on the 33-person poster, saying just those 8 men alone are responsible for 230 felony charges, and of those 8 are none other than Orlando rappers Glock 9 and Hotboii, the two main rivals within the city pushing the AFNF vs 438 war. The sheriff would continue detailing how Glock 9 is charged with 52 felonies himself, and when Glock was arrested, a search done in his apartment produced a total of 13 auto sears used to convert semi-automatic handguns into fully automatic machine guns. Now Hotboii, one of the most well-known faces on the poster, is free at this time and wanted by police, with multiple news sources on social media claiming he's on the run from 1 count of racketeering and 1 count of conspiracy to commit racketeering. Along with the 13 auto sears found at Glock 9's apartment, this investigation led to the recovery of 15 firearms, but the war between the two gangs resulted in the deaths of 4 innocent people being killed. April 25th, 2020, Dexter Rents attended the funeral of Wolf Luma, an associate of Orlando rapper Hotboii that was shot and killed at a house party by AFNF Meet Mo, an associate of Glock 9 who was also recently killed. Dexter was about to drive off from his grandfather's house in the Carver Shores neighborhood when bullets hit his car. He fell from the driver's seat onto the street, was pulled back into the car, and family attempted to drive him to the hospital, only to pull over when he stopped breathing in an attempt to give him CPR. He died a month before he was going to enroll in college on a football scholarship. On September 21st, 2020, Orlando PD responded to a double shooting in Pine Hills, finding 14-year-old Dennis Atkinson dead and a 15-year-old in critical condition. They'd both been shot sitting on the front porch of a home when a car drove by, opening fire. The next day, September 22nd, 3-year-old Daquan Felix Jr. was playing in the living room of a home in Pine Hills when a car fired several rounds through the front door, walls, and windows, one of those bullets striking the 3-year-old boy in the head, killing him at the scene. While 9 other people were home at the time, he was the only one shot. And while the shooter's car could be seen driving away, the shooters were never caught. May 2nd, 2021, 16-year-old Tavia King and a friend were calling an Uber after a night out when the friend's brother offered them a ride. Shortly after, another vehicle opened fire on theirs in a targeted gang shooting. She was shot and taken to a hospital where she later died. She was also the niece of Orlando Commissioner Regina Hill, and a 17 and 18-year-old have since been charged in her death. While the state of Florida doesn't have a conviction rate as high as the feds, the fact that the feds played a part in this investigation may play a significant role in the outcome of the 34 charged, and 2 of Orlando's biggest rappers may be off the street for the next 2 decades. Law enforcement is also hoping that, with the arrests and punishments that are soon to come, more people will come forward with the innocent victims that were killed so they can also secure a conviction in those murder cases. Now, everything that's been going on in Orlando has been wild. I've been following this with the War in Orlando videos, and this takedown, like I said in the last one when I covered Glock 9 getting hit with the Rico charges, there's about 700 court papers. The papers aren't even public because there's so much shit. Even lawyers are having trouble finding the arrest affidavits on why their client is being charged to begin with. A lot of it is gun charges, you know what I mean? Someone getting caught with a gun and they're in the gang shit and they're tying it all together. But the back-to-back shootings, don't even confuse these 4 shootings with how many shootings have actually taken place. There's been plenty But these are just the 4 innocent victims, the ones that police have deemed had nothing to do with the gang violence. If you want to talk about how many gang members were killed, that's an even longer list. But the new news that Glock 9 was hit with 13 auto sears, just one of those I think is like 20 or 25 in the feds. So he got 13 of them. They found him in his apartment that he just got arrested at. I'm sure that's going to become a new federal case. Glock 9, it sounds like he's out of there. You know what I mean? He has enough state cases to put him away for the rest of his life, let alone 13 auto sears that they just found at his house. And an auto sear, for y'all that don't know, specifically a Glock has a back plate. You can take the back plate off. When you put on the auto sear, more or less every time you fire the gun, it keeps firing. You know what I mean? Normally when you have a Glock, you cock it back, you fire it once, it clicks, it's over with. But when you take an auto sear and keep pulling the slide back, it's automatic. You know what I mean? You just turned a semi-automatic Glock into a fully automatic machine gun where you can just spray shit. I don't know if they were being used in these shootings, but like the sheriff pointed out, when you have someone with a machine gun, the likelihood of an innocent victim being hit is that much higher because you're not controlling something that's just buzzing off, just bang, you know what I mean? You're hitting everything and bullets are flying out in a matter of seconds. Now, do I think Hotboii is on the run? Not necessarily. He's probably just in another state. They weren't able to execute a search warrant. They've most likely gotten in contact with his camp. And I think at this time, he's doing nothing more than just preparing a lawyer and preparing to turn himself in. I highly doubt he's just gonna leave and go to another fucking country and go missing. We haven't really seen that happen with any of these rappers. Usually, they just take their time to get all their shit together, say their goodbyes to their family because they know they're gonna be behind the wall for a little bit. And you know, he gets his shit together with a team of lawyers. So he's confident at least when he gets booked. And I mean, Glock 9 was held on a $750,000 bond. I think that was the average for most. But keep in mind, you only have to pay 10% of a bond in the state of Florida. So if you get a bond that's like $10,000, you're only paying 10%. You know what I mean? $750,000, you're still paying a decent amount of fucking money. And in my personal opinion, I don't know, it's like I would put the money towards a lawyer if that's all the money I had, but you also have to keep in mind that if he stays free, he can still make money by producing more music, which he can use to fund his legal case. As far as Glock 9, I highly doubt he really has any fucking money because of how much legal issues he's been in, the fines, the bond money, and the lawyer fucking money. All that shit drains away. And while a lot of people look at rappers like, oh, they're catching cases like it's nothing, you can't follow in their footsteps because you do not have the funds to follow in their footsteps, and you don't even realize these motherfuckers don't even have money like that. They already bought the chain when they were doing good. They're not buying more chains because of the simple fact that now they got to spend it all on lawyers. But we'll see what the outcome of this case is. I mean, this is a full-on gang takedown within 2 different gangs. I'm sure people are gonna start snitching. There's already word that people are already snitching. Once that paperwork drops, we're gonna have access to all that. But hey, it's 1090J. I'm rocking with Charlie, y'all rocking with me. Till next time.